Ok, ja. Dette da del 3. Jeg får sånne åpenbaringer på fjell og sånn. Jeg har akkurat hørt den podcasten med Tim Maudlin. Dette med at Nobel-komiteen har gjort en feilformulering. I've just watched or listened to that podcast with Tim Maudlin about the misunderstanding with the Nobel Committee's misinterpretation of what Bell's theorem proves. It's this thing about that little phrasing that it also helps to eliminate determinism in entanglement. So I need to document it now, because now I get it, and now I want to document it just for the sake of documentation. So then there are just two things I want to say. It's that thing about Einstein, the EPR paper by Einstein, Podolsky and Rosen. That's the classic paper, which then says that locality is what determinism is. So it's decided the fates of the two particles that are then connected, meaning entangled. It's already decided on a local level, locally, so it doesn't violate Einstein's principle of relativity. So, but then actually John Bell had received the Nobel Prize in 2022, but it was those who followed up on his experiment who received the Nobel Prize now, 4 years ago. And then the Nobel Committee says, among other things, that those experiments have helped to then remove determinism in entanglement. And that is wrong. It's only Einstein's version of local determinism that, yes, he has disproven Einstein's local theory, which followed then the principle of relativity, and then Einstein's local deterministic theory. But it's wrong to say that it has removed determinism itself, because there are still theories about, and that's what then John Bell even said himself later, that David Bohm's theories, he was fascinated and impressed by them and found them interesting. He would never have said that if he believed his experiments ruled out determinism in entanglement. That's just it, and that's what Tim Maudlin says. And then now I've sort of understood what it's about, and so I take it further. What I've already been quite occupied with is that thing in my podcast too, that Marxist thing about organizing within the state apparatus, and I connect it then to chaos theory along with thermodynamics, right? That first there must be an abundance of energy to be able to remove one's own chaos by replacing the chaos with rules, state rules, and that so it's a question of chaos and removing one's own chaos there. That's when you can also achieve zero risk in the struggle for survival. And that, I think, it lies in the subconscious of these smart Alecs, that then they lose their golden ticket, because they could actually take over the whole world if they just get rid of the chaos. That's it. But if it becomes widely known, or a general scientific view, that things can move faster than the speed of light, a bit like the Paradise Machine model says, and as David Bohm has touched upon, then it will remove that fear that there is something the state apparatus cannot control. Then they lose a bit of this that almighty power over your psyche. So if they try to scare you, then if everyone knows that, yes, but there is something out there you can't control that goes faster than the speed of light and things like that, actually it introduces chaos or uncertainty into the situation. And that's what I've noticed, that they seem completely desperate to stop non-local causal correlation in quantum mechanics.